2 days. We got all our food over here and buried in the snow in these guys. And the only way we can cook food is on this wonderful grill here. Yeah. Oh yeah. We will survive. I hope. What's up, YouTube? How are y'all? Welcome back. So, last few weeks have not been fun. Oh, I see turkeys off in the woods, and they saw me. But last few weeks have not been very fun. First off, we got COVID. Check out all these little tracks. Little bird tracks. We threw some stuff out here the other day, some old soup. Apparently they like it. So, some dog tracks here. The snow is wonderful for tracks, obviously. So I can see easily what's been running around here. So this morning I was making eggs, and over here what I thought were 4 turkeys, but there are actually 6 turkeys walking around over here. And then they go back this way, so we should be able to see some turkey tracks, and that's what I saw over in the woods. Pretty decent sized female turkeys. And I counted 6 of them at one point. There may even be more. You can see where a pretty decent one was walking over here. That's a decent sized turkey track there. These are little, I don't think these are turkeys. I think these are just like crows or something. And that's not a dog track, that might be a little fox track. Hard to tell. That's a decent little turkey track there. Yeah, you can see them walking all over here. And a deer track. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is all right next to the house too, so just to show how close everything is. I like it when it snows. You can come out here and see what's been just walking around. Yeah, they were definitely over here this morning. So we have caught on camera a bobcat too, which I don't think that's a bobcat. I think that's a fox or something. See, tiny paws, or just, maybe just actually a house cat or something even. And then human tracks. Humans have been back here. It's a lot of turkey tracks. I like seeing the variety of life that we have out here. It's pretty cool, wildlife. It's still pretty cold today. I don't think it's going to get up to like 33, I think, is a high today. So we'll get back down into the teens tonight. But we've got heat, so COVID. It's just like any other flu for me personally, but it'll wear you out for a few weeks afterwards because your lungs aren't performing 100%. But you just got to get out here and exercise. So we got COVID, and this was about 2 weeks ago, I think, is when, maybe a week ago. We're not 100% sure where we got it from, but we are blaming our friends because they came up and they were exposed to COVID at work, theoretically. It was one of those, one person's got it, maybe you've been around them kind of things, and then all of a sudden we get COVID. So they're fully vaccinated and boosted, but they can still spread it. Although it may not have been them, but just to make them feel bad, we're going to blame it on them. So, I mean, our story is I'm not vaccinated. I've been out here and haven't had to yet. And Amy is vaccinated. However, she did not get the boosters. But so I got it first, or started showing symptoms, I guess, first. And then it was really only one day. So that night, I just could tell I was sick. My bones were aching, kind of normal stuff. And then that night I ran 102.5 degree fever. And so I got sick, and it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just, again, a fever and achy bones. I didn't have a ton of congestion or anything, especially at that point. There was really none. And then the next morning I sweated that fever off. And then that afternoon I got a little bit more of a fever, about 101 degree fever for a few hours, and I sweat that off. And so within about 24 hours, I had no more fever. A little bit of congestion after that, but really not bad. You know, Amy and I were talking about it. She did eventually get it as well. And she became a little bit more sick than I was. Less fever, but more just general bad feeling and achiness, and it happened for longer for her than it did for me. But honestly, it really wasn't that bad. But we both tested positive. We got us some at-home tests. The weird thing with her was that she didn't test positive until 3 or 4 days after her symptoms showed up. The tests were just not showing positive for her. And for me, they immediately showed positive. So, something interesting there. Amy got sick, I got sick. Still feeling some of the effects of it, but really not too bad. So, I guess we're some of the lucky ones. Honestly, besides the one day, I wouldn't have, it's in a normal flu, and Amy said the same thing. Neither one of us would have called out to work over what we had. It really isn't that bad, or wasn't that bad for us. So, although it does wear your butt out. But that's no different than any other sickness I've ever had. I always get tired for days afterward. So we were going to burn these other 2 fields, and then they put a burn ban because everything was so dry around here. So they did a burn ban. So we weren't able to actually clean up these 2 fields over here yet. Now, of course, the burn ban is lifted, but everything's soaking wet. So it's all good. But I'll go over here and show you guys what we did do. Yeah, so here's our garlic we planted. Getting crushed by the snow, but she should be fine. As you can see, some things have been coming over here pulling them up. I don't know if that's crows. It's probably crows. But definitely is a cat or a dog or something that's been in here too. The garlic has survived for the most part. We planted a bunch of them. We have almost 3 full rows of garlic. That's really the only thing that's planted in here yet. But yeah. I think I'm going to get back inside. It's pretty cold out here today. Although it's warmer than I thought, and the wind's not so bad. But that's the other key. All we did, I didn't even take any medicine while I was running the fever, so whatever the advice is I don't think it's a good idea to stop a fever when you're cold, because it's your body's way of literally trying to burn out disease, make it uncomfortable. So I don't really take any drugs during the fever time. I just keep an eye on it and monitor it. Took some vitamin C and some zinc, and just rested and survived just fine. I'm not the epitome of health, but I'm not a completely unhealthy person, I guess. I don't eat what I should be eating. I don't exercise like I should be exercising. But oh well, it's life. But hopefully you guys are out there being safe, and hope everything's working out for you. And you're staying warm this winter, and hopefully all your plans for 2022 come to fruition. We're just going to keep trying to survive out here in the wilderness, and we're really roughing it. We're not. But hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for coming along with me to give you an update and walking around. And we'll see you next time. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from us this year. So it's going to be a big year. This is our first year here together, and so we'll be able to hopefully accomplish more than we would when we were separated, when she was living at the other house and we were split. Now we're here, so we're going to see what we can do this year. So hopefully this will be a big year for us. But all we're planning on doing is growing some food, getting some chickens this year, and building all the infrastructure out for chickens. So that's another thing on my list to do this winter, before springtime gets here and we start planting food. But we'll save that for another video. I'll see you guys later.